Hello. My name is Judy Keating of Wise Transformation, and I am so excited to be with another incredible facilitator for our Samhain event at Illuminating Your Soul. And
Thank
I am just excited because this woman, Chantal IYS, is a woman that I have known for we were talking at dinner last night, close to 20 years.
you.
And watching her evolve has just been a joy. It's like watching something bloom over and over and over again to be in her presence. But I'm going to tell you more about her before we get chatty. If you're a highly sensitive person or a people pleaser who experienced childhood trauma, Chantal DeBrosse is the kind of life coach that gets you. She connects with you to show you the way out. She'll support you on your path that gets you through your obstacles, whether they are huge as a boulder or as small as the annoyance of having a pebble in your shoe. And I want to be sure to let you know, because once you hear from her, you're going to want to be in touch, that you can reach her at chantaldebrosse.com.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Chantal.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Judy. Such a great honor to be here. And thank you for this wonderful introduction as well.
Yes. So um, this is our last event, our fourth event in the series.
Mhm.
And um, when you think about how aligning with nature has helped you personally, creatively, and in your business, what would you want to share?
Oh my gosh. It was such a game changer when I started to align with nature instead of being somebody who lived in the natural world. And what I mean by that is actually paying attention to what nature does and hearing what nature is saying, feeling what nature is sharing with me. It's such a huge thing. And I think the most important thing was for me to learn how to relax and allow things to happen. And in my personal life as well as my business life, I also was able to take care of some of my childhood money issues
Mm,
simply by contemplating nature.
hmm, beautiful. Well, we are now in the fallow season, as we're in the Samhain window in the northern hemisphere anyway.
Mhm, mhm.
What is one practice or suggestion you give your clients?
When I was a kid, I didn't like this time of year other than, trick or treating and collecting candy, right? But as I understood the cycles of nature, the the way nature changes in the northern hemisphere, and it's the same but in slightly different um, pattern in the southern hemisphere. But what it did for me was it made me realize that I needed to start slowing down instead of ramping up for the holidays and spending a lot of money and inviting people over and or having a very full social calendar. I decided I will do as nature does and start slowing down and turning inward and actually finishing things that I've started instead of running around like a chicken with their head cut off and trying to do all these things like, oh my gosh, I have to do this before the end of the year, because I realize that this is a different kind of timing, that I don't have to follow the timing that we've been following since, basically since we start school.
And what have you noticed since you've changed that perspective for you?
It gave me the kind of freedom to say to myself, first of all, I don't have to follow the path or the cadence that other people are following. So it gave me the autonomy that I didn't realize I was really seeking. You think that as an adult that you're an autonomous being, but you're following so many rules from so many different directions that you just don't realize that you are forcing these things on yourself. I gave myself the space to think about what matters to me who matters to me, how I matter to me, the aspects of myself that I was forgetting, and I ended up bringing them back. Um, Remembering those childhood excitements of going trick or treating and bringing all that kind of joy back into my life, like coloring in coloring books, dancing as if no one's looking. Even though I'm dancing among people, I dance as if nobody else is there. And sometimes I'm the only one on the dance floor, and I don't care. All of that is what connecting with nature did for me. It gave me like an eternal now presence that I didn't know was part of the gifts of being in alignment with nature. But that's what it's done for me.
And in general, when you share these practices with your clients, what do you see happen?
I see them get this aha when I first tell them about it, and they're excited to try it out. And as they try out, now I will tell you that there are some people that won't continue with it because it's not familiar anymore and they just stop. For those who go and trust, like when they were children, and allow themselves to excavate that inner child out of all the outer crusty layers that have been put on them over the years, they start to have more agency over their own health, over their own wealth, over their own career path, over their relationship. Some relationships become tighter and stronger and happier because people start to see each other more. As they understand themselves, they understand the other person, and then you give that other person space, so you see each other more clearly.
Beautiful,
Mhm.
beautiful. So tell us, what are you going to be facilitating at the November 5th event?
Well, at the November 5th event, I decided I would bring some of my culture in because since we're talking about the veil between the worlds during this time in Haiti, where I was born, we have our own characters and spirits and energies for this time period. But it's a part of our life really throughout the year. But we have Papa Legba, who is actually the one who protects the potobitan, which is the center post, which is like a maypole, except
Mhm.
it's in the home, okay, and in
Beautiful.
the place of worship. And he allows for communication between humans and the spirit world. And then there's Baron Samedi, who dresses in coat and and tails like a tuxedo, and he wears a cigar and he cusses a whole lot. And he's the guardian of the cemetery. He makes sure that the living don't come in and that the dead don't come out.
Hmm. Beautiful.
And we'll have music and dancing so that you get a taste of what that is, part of the Haitian culture. Fun.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And thank you, Chantal, for being willing to bring not only your wisdom and your grace and your gifts, but your culture so that we can really experience it.
Thank you. I really appreciate you making this possible. It means a lot.
Right. Well, we're going to see you soon. And thanks again.
Thank you.